Well, hey my fellow video gamers and Let's Players, I am JuddlePlays, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we made our way to JuddlePlays City and caught 3 Pokemon, one of them actually being a team member and the other 2 being HM slaves. In this episode, well, we got all the stuff in JuddlePlays City done with. I'm actually pretty sure that if we go in here, before we do anything else, if we go in here, we can talk to this person, I believe? I am not so sure. Let's see. And yep, we can get a quick claw from this, which actually makes our Pokemon faster, I believe. Wanted to get that out of the way before I got comments about it, even though I really do not get comments on my videos. And now, right here is actually the Pokemon TV thing, I think? Yep, no, Jubilife TV. Then over here is actually the Poketch warehouse. And then the other way is Route 218, which leads to a city we're not going to be going into for a long time. And up here is actually a route we're not going to go on to for a little bit. So right now what we actually have to do is, well, before I actually go on this route, I'm going to say that if you try to do this before you get the Poketch, there will be a guy that'll stop you and say you got to get the Poketch. But once we go on here, actually before I do anything, I'm going to show you that both of my Pokemon are now level 11. You want to probably level it up to that because we have a trainer battle with our rival Tim, or whatever you named your rival. Hey Juddle, tell me you got a little tougher. Me? Do you even need to ask? Of course I got tougher. Come on, I'll demonstrate it to you. And yes, within 2 episodes, we are already in another battle with Tim. Hi. So personally, I'd say start off with your starter here because it's a Starly. And yeah, look at the difference there. There's a pretty big difference. Also, off-screen, Piplup actually learned Water Sport. And I believe... Jet learned Water Sport, and I believe Shocker learned... Charge. Yeah, it's Charge. Well, that's a shocker that it learns an Electric-type move. Get it? Kind of thought you wouldn't get it, but... Oh, okay, that's why it's going first. It's using Quick Attack. I was wondering... Holy... What is it with critical hits and the other people getting it? Because I only get critical hits when I don't want to get a critical hit. And, okay, we luckily beat that Starly with no problem. And now, before... well, actually, how about I say, you do not want to use your starter for the next Pokemon. Because, well, it's going to be a very hard time. So, what we're going to do is bring out our little friend Shocker here, because his Grass-type moves are, I'm pretty sure he has one Grass-type move, will not hurt us that much, because I'm pretty sure I'll just do neutral damage. It's not resistant, but it's not, whatever. All we really have to do now is just tackle him, which shouldn't last that long, but he is going to use Withdraw. Hi. Now, well, actually... Oh crap, I was going to say something, but it would have spoiled a party member. Well, usually I'd have a different team member right now, because actually using Shinx, I've only started using Shinx since my practice playthrough. Because I wasn't even going to use it. I was thinking, like, you know, maybe I should use a Shinx, because I'm like, that'd be a better team member than the other one. Like, I think Bronzor would have been it, and I'm like, no, I don't like Bronzor. Let's not use Bronzor. So I decided to use Shinx. Well, I usually would have a different team member, which is actually going to be the same team member I'm going to be getting in this episode, but since it's going to be at a higher level in a different place, I thought, let's get the higher level. But we are just going to say that I would have that Pokemon, and that Pokemon would be a little bit tougher to use to fight against this guy, just because I think Shinx's attack is a little bit stronger. And why are you still using Withdraw, man? Hi. I really haven't been paying attention to the battle. Like, I'm looking at it, and yeah, I see that we're barely doing any damage. And, you know, this is why I really do not like Tim, because, like I said, I mean, it's a good strategy to use Withdraw so many times, but it just gets annoying. Like, I really do not like looking at that little health bar barely going. But at least we're actually, 2 levels higher. Why did I say 3? Whatever, but we're 2 levels higher than it, so it shouldn't really kill us. But, you know, some people might say I'm over-leveled for this fight, but whatever. With level 11s, we got that rival battle out pretty fast. I remember if I didn't, like, get to level 11 at least, I'd always have so much trouble with this fight for some odd reason, even though it's not really that hard. So, wow, what do you mean I lost? Well, okay, you lost. So, he's basically going to say that we have to go to Oreburgh City, go to the Pokemon Gym. And it is about nighttime, because it's 7:29 when I'm recording this, and this is going out the next day, so I gotta record this fast. So, I'm going to heal up before we actually go on to the next route. Get into the Pokemon Center. I think it's about time we should go to Oreburgh City finally, so before I do that, let's actually make some preparations. I just thought, you know, maybe I want to actually buy a few things at the Pokemart. I'm just going to show this because why not show me buying stuff at the Pokemart? Well, it looks like we're really only going to buy 6 potions here, and let's actually throw in some antidotes, because antidotes are only 100 Pokedollars each, so let's get 5 in there. Because really, you're going to need antidotes, because coming up there's going to be Pokemon that are going to poison you, and you really don't want to be poisoned. Actually, Paralyze Heals are also very good, but as of now, you really don't have to worry about paralysis, maybe a little bit later, but not that much. So, going up here, well, there's a Pokemon battle, but there's also a Pokeball, but we gotta battle this guy first. I get my get up and go for my Pokemon. Here we go, create a Zubat. Okay, that boy is stupid because he used a Kricketot, and I'm pretty sure that Kricketot knows Bide, and Bide would have been a perfect move to use, because Bide, it actually uses 2 turns to store up the, like, power it needs. Also, this person's not a trainer, if you want to know. Because if it was, she'd actually look at us if we ran, but this guy up here is a trainer, so let's fight this person. What I was trying to say is, if he used Bide, that would have been a smart move on his side, but I'm not complaining. I'm never apart from my Shinx. Our bond is strong. Time to switch out my Pokemon so I can get my Shinx out front, because I want him to get to level 12, because Piplup gained to level 12, and we yet another battle. I'm pretty sure you can skip this guy if you actually go onto the side. Before I challenge the Pokemon Gym leader, I'll test my strength on you. I want Shocker to learn a certain move, but I have no idea what level he actually learns that move on, so can I get a battle here? Because I don't want to run into a wild Pokemon. I found a trainer while looking for some Pokemon. One of the funniest things to do with an Abra like that is you want to actually fight an Abra and use a Zubat, and then use Zubat's Leech Life, which barely does any damage, but it can one-hit KO an Abra. That is like the funniest thing ever in my opinion. Well, who should I start out with here? Well, let's start out with Piplup here, because this is actually the last battle we have on this route, so let's see who you are, person. I got a nifty keen gym badge from the gym leader in Oreburgh City. Now after facing that person, we can go down here. Be careful, because I do not want to run in. Sometimes you can't get what you want, but if you go over here, you can get an X defend. And now, we gotta be very careful, because there's a whole bunch of grass here. So, safe. And we can go down here, and we can get a repel. Which, you know, I'm going to be cheap right now, and actually use that repel. Because basically, what a repel does, well, it's actually in this items package. Use a repel, and Pokemon will not find you. Well, they will not run. You will not run into any Pokemon. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So now I'm not going to go back to the Pokemon Center, because we have handy dandy potions here, and we can use those handy dandy potions to heal up our team members by hopefully the right amount of HP. Okay, will this heal you fully? Yes, it will. Okay, we got the Pokemon healed, and I believe it's time to go into this gate here. And I was about to say, I don't know if I'm dragging this episode on, but then again, it's only 15 minutes. I'm definitely not. That sparkly new Poketch, your awkwardness as a trainer. You're still a pretty new trainer, aren't you? But it's all good, you're a new fellow friend of Pokemon. So let me make a gift of this hidden machine to you. And we get HM06, or as I used to like to call, HM Og. And basically, this hidden machine is actually Rock Smash, which we're going to need for later, and that is why we have Bidoof. Because Bidoof, or Bidoof, or whatever you want to call it, is actually very good for Rock Smash. And yep, we do have a few trainers on this little route here, but don't worry, the only reason I'm doing this is because we're going to catch a Pokemon in here in this episode, our third team member. Experience can't help a brother out and actually make it so I have enough experience to get to level 13 with Shocker, so we're going to have to switch out and make Shocker go out front so we can get enough experience in this next battle. Thank the Lord I didn't run into a Pokemon. To celebrate my getting through this cave, I'm going to battle you. For some reason I had a feeling that Shocker learned Spark at level 13, but before we try to catch our next Pokemon, we are going to be using a potion, another potion on each of our members. Actually only Shocker, because there is actually a Pokemon Center outside of here, but let's try to find this Pokemon. This is actually going to take a while, because I want a certain Pokemon, but I want it at a certain level, because I really do not want to train it for that long. So, the highest level you can get at is level 8, and I forgot we have a Repel. No wonder why I didn't run into a Pokemon. And what is this? Is this the Pokemon I'm looking for? It is, and nah, it's level 5. I want to get a level 8, so be right back once I find a level 8 Pokemon. Okay, thank you. A level 8 Zubat. This is weird, because I was thinking right before, like, what are the chances of me finding a level 8 Zubat? But yeah, I want to find a level 8 Zubat, because I really do not want to train this guy, like, really high, so we are using Tackle, because if we use Spark, we're going to end up killing this guy. And I don't want to attack him again, because I believe, I'm trying to see, yeah, he's under half, so if we attack him again, it's going to end up, yeah, let's try to use a Pokeball here. It's probably, oh, I only have one Pokeball. Are you kidding? Come on. Oh, crap, I only have one Pokeball! Looks like we can't catch him. So, what I'm going to do is first go into this new city, which this is actually Oreburgh City. But we're going to stop here because I'm going to go all the way back to Jubilife City, get Pokeballs, and then catch a Zubat off screen and train it to about level 12 or something. So yeah, I'm going to end up catching it off screen, but sorry about that, it's just I really do not want to do this on screen and have to do this. So, this has been JuddlePlays saying see you later and goodbye.